Hey, what's going on, y'all? Man, it's TK the Poet. You already know, so you ain't got to quote it. And if I spoke it, you already know what that means. Y'all wrote it. We here with a top level match, a god tier match, the top of the top, the best of the best, the cream of the crop. We have a purpose and we have Tru Poet in the building. Man, I want y'all to go ahead and tell the people who you are and where you from and what team you represent. Purpose is on you.
Hey, this is Sherry Purpose Hall, Living Legends. You know what I'm saying? Throw your L's up. And I am out of Kansas City, Missouri.
Okay, that's Purpose. Then we have next is Tru Poet. Man, he in the building. True.
Hey, Tru Poet out of Little Rock, Arkansas, representing them Living Legends. Y'all know how it is. Y'all know how it go. Y'all know how we represent. So yeah.
Let's get to it. This is about to be a crazy one. I ain't gonna hold you. Look, okay, let me go ahead and flip the coin. So I'm gonna go ahead and flip the coin. Since you know, ladies first, Purpose. Which coin? What side of the coin you want? You want heads or tails?
Heads.
So we got tails. Tails. True. Who do you want to go first? You or Purpose?
You already said it. You know, ladies first.
Oh, lady first? Okay. Ladies first. Let's go ahead and switch to the second string and let's go ahead and get this started.
1. Your association with a black person does not make you one of us. 2. Yes, all lives matter. We know. 3. The fact you felt you need to tell us all lives matter tells me what you think of us. 4. It also tells me that you indulge in post-racial fairy tales. 5. Nigga is not a term of endearment coming from you. 6. You are not down with us, have never been down with us, do not know the struggles of melanated skin, so you will never be my nigga. 7. I have never owned, nor would I ever own another human being, so you will never be my nigger. 8. Your use of this word makes you sound like a coon. 9. Yes, I just called you a coon. 10. Don't be a coon and a liar. 11. Be truthful about your use of this word rather than taking it to your bedroom with your black fetish or hiding it publicly under white sheets. 12. A black significant other does not negate your racism. For years, you have called us animals. So for you, this is just a publicly acceptable form of bestiality. 13. Get strapped up before laying with Bae. Bae's kids don't die, they multiply. 14. Ask Margaret Sanger. 15. We ain't going nowhere. 16. Does that make you uncomfortable? 17. We were scattered, men separated from families, trees untraceable. 18. This is not just an American anomaly. 19. Your grandpa was probably passing. 20. You're probably black too. 21. You still not my nigga though. 22. Does that make you uncomfortable? 23. Sorry for ruining your interracial relationship. Taboo. 24. I will not make this comfortable for you. 25. We have been too far along making this comfortable. 26. Change our language, culture, rhythms, hide our babies' backsides, hips. 27. Shrink and smile so you won't instinctively cut your purses and lock your doors. 28. Straighten our hair to fit your corporate schemes. 29. Not me. Wear weaves only to make this natural bigger in a variety of kinks, curls, coils, bigger in a variety of colors, bigger. 30. I do not fit your Western image of beauty, yet I am. We still are beautiful. 31. Does that make you uncomfortable? 32. We were denied loans, reparations, voting rights because it made you uncomfortable. 33. Denied the promotions, the schooling because it made you uncomfortable. 34. Denied the right to try and fail because it made you uncomfortable. 35. You done got too damn comfortable. 36. Because you think it's okay to be inappropriate. 37. Because comfort for you is a necessity. 38. Because comfort for us is a luxury. 39. Because it's time that we got to be comfortable. 40. Because it's time that you respect it.
So there are approximately 7.5 billion people on this earth. And you're expected to find that one person that's for you. And the only way to find that guy or dame is by God. Because even before your premeditated birth, that connection was already ordained by God, marriage. Making minuscule moments of magical memories matter more than the message of the Messiah to the masses of ministries. Two people that represent serenity, two rings that represents infinity, dialogue turns soliloquies, marriage. Love's riveting. No science involved, just chemistry. Where dates simply become history and turn into weddings. Where brides walk down aisles of forever, the Greek grooms share the love of vows and complete the beginning of eternity with I do. I do. Still remember the day they forgot about your liberty, Belle. It was November 25th, 2006. It was a Saturday. A Saturday than anyone would have ever expected. The same day your wife was supposed to take your breath away with beauty instead of police taking them away with bullets. The same day they forgot about your liberty. Sean Bell. Did you ever get to hear your own wedding bells? Sean Bell. You're supposed to be somebody's husband still. Sean Bell, looking down on us now, did you ever think you'd be your own urban story tale? The hood's Black Beauty and the Beast, they saw you as a beast, so they took you away from your beautiful Rose Bell. Nicole Bell. Always wondered, how does it feel to be a black widow but constantly see stories of your husband on the web? Nicole Bell, what does 11 years of soon to be married feel like? Nicole Bell, what was altered first, your wedding dress or Sean's life? Nicole Bell, how does it feel to know his arms will no longer carry you? Nicole Bell, how do you feel to knowing your husband got cold feet on your wedding day but it wasn't because he was afraid to marry you? Nicole Bell, how do you replace wedding vows with obituaries? Nicole Bell, how do you replace honeymoons with cemeteries? Nicole Bell, how do you replace Sean Bell? Do you now know what an undercover cop looks like? Do you realize to them an argument between blacks is just a premature gunfight? Do you even remember what happened on that night? Does God ever let you go back and TiVo your own life? Did you know he followed you for over a block? As he followed you, could you hear the bantering of bullets bashing your black from his Glock? Could you feel the judgment he too thought not to have a gun skin? Could you hear the reminder of Rodney King's jaw breaking in the wind? And when you first heard bullets ring through your car and engage with your body, did you think about the day you proposed to your wife? And in that very moment, what did you hear first? Your wedding vows or your Miranda rights? Do you, Sean Bell, bang, have the right to remain solid, bang, to have it to hold, bang, from this day forth, bang, anything you say, bang, can and will be used against you in the court of law, bang, you have a right to an attorney, bang, if you cannot afford an attorney, one will be provided for you, bang, 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 till death do you part. A-E-I-O. A-E-I-O. They removed you from your own vows. Do you, Sean Bell, still remember the day they forgot about your liberty? I do.
Hey, hey, yo. When I tell you that was a fire legendary, look, I'm waiting for what these judges got to say because, look, I'm really want to see what y'all going to score these two top tier poets. Plus, they on the living legends. Put your L's up, you know? It's not for loss. We learn and we live, man. Hey, we learn and we live. And we live and listen, we don't die. So let's get to these scores real quick. Man, look, I'm gonna get Zoe Zion. I'm gonna save you for last because these scores gonna be pretty close, and you know it's gonna probably depend on your scores and what you gonna do. So I'm gonna let you go last. So look, let's start with me first. Look, forget the other judges right now. Let's start with me first. Look, I gave Purpose. The countdown, the count up, 36. What are we talking about? Okay, I got it. Look, for penmanship, I gave you a 5. For impact, I gave you a 5. For believability, I gave you a 5. And for substance, I gave you all 5s. We ain't gonna go through all that. I gave you all 5s across the boards. So with your score from me is a 25. Now let's get into Pussy. His scores. He said, "Man, look, Pussy do a lot of cussing. I can't do all the cussing. They didn't text me and stuff like that. I can't do all that cussing, man. He a young, he a YN. You know what I'm saying? But this is what he said about you. He said, man, you aspiring ass. He like, man. He said when you hear poetry, he don't hear poetry like that. He said you didn't gave him a new level of poetry." And he said some other cuss word, but I'm trying to paraphrase what he's saying though. But he gonna give you a score. So he gave you a 5 for penmanship, 5 for impact, 5 for believability, 5 for substance, and a 5 for delivery with a total score of 25. That's 2 25s in a row, man. So let's get to Be Rich scores real quick. Now his quote said, it was fire. He said he been watching you. He said he don't expect anything less of you. So this is his score. He gave you a 4 in penmanship. He gave you a 5 in impact, 5 in believability, 5 in substance, and a 5 for delivery. He gave you a total score of 24. 24. Fire. Fire. So look, it's getting up there. It's getting hot in here. So let me go ahead and switch to Tru Poet. Zoe, I know you want to give you a score. Look, you're gonna be the deciding factor, man. Look, it's gonna be different. So look, Tru Poet, I gave you a 5 for impact, a 5 for penmanship, a 5 for believability, a 5 for such and a 5. Look, I gave you 5 across the board. Like you was on a whole nother level. Like that bang, bang, bang. Look, let's talk to him nice. You're gonna have to talk to him nice, man. So look, Pussy, he said some more cuss words that I really can't say, but he gave you 5s across the board. He gave you 5s across the board, man. So that's another score of 25. And Be Rich, he gave you 5 across the board too. So that's 3 25s, man. Look, they loving it. So look, I'm gonna go ahead and bring Zoe Zion to the front page, man. Zoe Zion, tell the people, what you thought about these 2 poets, and let's get straight to these numbers.
Man, this one was a hard one. It was so, man. Yeah, y'all brought it. Most definitely did. But I'm ready to go ahead and give you my scores.
Okay. So we're gonna start with Purpose. What'd you give her for penmanship?
I gave her a 5.
For impact?
A 4.
Okay, for believability?
A 5.
For substance?
A 5.
For delivery?
A 5.
Okay, so your total score is a 24. A 24. Okay. And with that being said, Purpose, you have a 98. A 98. Fire. 2 points away from being 100. So look, Zoe Zion, let's get into Tru Poet. So what is your score for him for penmanship?
A 5.
For impact?
A 5.
For believability?
A 5.
For substance?
A 5.
Delivery?
A 5.
Okay. Here, our first of the day. 100. Let's get back down to the menu real quick, man. Man, fire. Man, look. So you got the first 100 ever in PoetryLife history.
Yeah,
even though this is the first match, but this is history in the making. The first 100. The first perfect score.
That is crazy. That's nuts. That's real nuts. And I told y'all what it was gonna be. Yes, like yesterday, I told y'all what it was gonna be. It was gonna be this amazing battle between 2 poets, and it showed. Like I told y'all, this had the potential to be in the battle of the night, and yeah, like Living Legends represented well. Like that was a tough poem to compete against. That was amazing. So, but I'm happy I came away with a win for the Living Legends.
Look, that's fire. We gonna get into Purpose, man. Look, let's get to it, man. That's fire. A 98. Look, I don't know. Look, I would have gave you 100 too. I ain't gonna hold you. I gave you all 5s across the board because it was amazing. The depth. Look, Talk about it. How you feel about getting a 98?
I mean, I feel good about the score. You know what I'm saying? I took down, of course, I'm going to write down where the judges said I lacked. I'm like, okay, we gonna bring it next time because 99.5 won't do. You know what I'm saying? I'm one of them people. So that's what it is. But as far as living legends go, there's no other way to do this. There's no other way to do this. So,
look, let me bring both of y'all up real quick. Let me bring both of y'all up straight fire. So, I mean, how did y'all feel about, like, from 2 points? This is the total highest match that we didn't have. This is history in the making. This is history in the making. A 98 and 100, the highest ever. Look, I'm not going to even hold to all my tournaments I ever did. This is the highest ever. Yeah. Man, look, y'all put on a show. How do y'all feel?
Man, it feels great. It feels great to be able to put on a historic battle like that, especially with a fellow teammate. Like, and I said that I was gonna have to like go up there, and I needed every bit of them 100 points. I needed a perfect score, cause like 2 points away, like that's close. That's close.
Look, man, that was fire. That was fire, man. Look, we got some more poets, man. Look, I appreciate y'all with the fire match, man. I appreciate y'all a lot, man. Purpose, Tru, living legends. We in the building. Hey, put your L's up, man, one time, man. We living legends around here, man. Man, shout out to y'all. Honoring the life and legacy of Alley Poetry. Today we are gathered in spirit and sorrow to honor one of our own, the unforgettable, irreplaceable Alley Poetry. A pillar of PoetryLife League, a devoted wife, a loving mother, a soul who carried the weight of the world with grace, fire, and wisdom. Alley wasn't just a poet, she was poetry in motion. Every word she wrote had a purpose. Every verse she had reflect of love and pain and joy and truth that she carried inside. Her pain just touched the paper. It touched hearts. She had a way of seeing the world that made us just pause and reflect and feel deeply. Her words made us better. Her spirit made us stronger. As a wife, she loved fiercely, with loyalty, laughter, and tenderness. As a mother, she doesn't give her children only life, she gave them guidance and encouragement and an example of strength and compassion. And as a friend, a sister, and a poet, she uplifted everyone that crossed her path. There was something rare about her, a presence that you just didn't notice, you felt. Allie was one of the original voices of the Red Dragons. Her poetry brought heat, honesty, healing to the mic. And every time she spoke, she just didn't do it for the fame. She didn't just perform for the applause. She did it because she had to. Because the truth was in her and it was too powerful for it to stay silent. So the loss hit a little bit different. It cut deep. And it's hard to find the words when someone leaves this earth. But even in our grief, we remember Allie's story. It isn't over. Her legacy will live in her children, in her husband, in her poems that she shared, in every heart that she moved. We will continue to speak her name. We will celebrate her art. We will honor and love that she had gave to us, the battle she fought, and the light that she had shed on this world. And through her seat may be empty, but her presence will ever fill our spaces. Rest in peace, Queen. We love you and we miss you, and we will never forget you. Poetry Life League.